So he unlocked this. There's some kind of plate on the floor. Amy Baldwin. She was loved too much by God. 7 years was not enough time. Again, 7 years. Cheryl had 7 years. Alessa had 7 years. Now Amy is gone with 7 years. This game really doesn't like 7-year-old girls. Broken. Keep out of Haunted Mansion. Even the people of Silent Hill thought that Baldwin Mansion is haunted. Why is that? The reason why Maria can hear Baldwin is because he's dead. So, even people in Silent Hill thought that there are ghosts inside. And he sent us to get White Chrism, because he can't leave the house. Kinda similar to Lisa in Silent Hill 1. She was manifested by town, but she can't leave the hospital. Now, if you remember what I said before, James said, I can't go through this door, can't open. And I told you, we will go through this door. With Maria. Maria can open it. So now we are back at the apartments as Maria. And there it is. White liquid. The same thing we got as James. An item that we can use to get the rebirth ending. Small bottle filled with unknown white liquid. The label reads, I deny thee. This is where we did the coin puzzle. But as Maria, we don't have to do it. Can't open it. We can get the map. It's safe, but I don't know how to open it. And the famous toilet? Disgusting. Maria, put your hand there. I can see the apartment next door from the window. We read that note before. This should take me to the alley that runs to the park. But first, I'd better take care of my promise to Ernest. So basically, once we're done, Maria will use that door to get to the park. Because this is happening like... At the moment, James might be in the other apartment building. So this is right before James meets Maria.
Thank you, Maria. That's the only item I couldn't get myself. By the time I found out about it, I could no longer leave this house. So long.
Yes, but Will...
Maria, the gods are here. You know it too. You were born in this town.
I'm not sure God is the right word.
Do you believe in fate?
Not really.
That's fine then.
Ernest, can I open this?
This is a dead end. There's nothing beyond here.
I know. So, what if I had said I believed in fate?
That James, He's a bad man.
James. Yes. I know.
He's looking for the you that isn't you.
Because he's kind? Do you know something?
Yes. Maria, you're...
Anyway, that's just what you think. You don't really know anything. That's fine.
Okay.
James.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend? My name is Maria.
Okay. Not gonna save. Now let's continue as James. In memory of the 67 who died of illness and now sleep beneath the lake. Victim of persecution by the Christians, Jennifer Carroll lived with pride and honor. What happened here shall never be forgotten. So I said before that this town had cultists. Jennifer was one of them and got persecuted by the Christians. By the way, the game also takes into consideration how much time you spend with Maria, how much damage does she take, how much will you protect her, what's the status of your health, are you staying too much on low health, are you healing constantly, is your health always high? Now here on the New Game Plus, you can find a dog house with a dog key. I can't find it now because of the previous ending that I had, but later I'm gonna show you what that dog key does. there's nothing for me to do here. I'm just exploring, getting the loot. But now I will slowly go towards the place where I'm meant to go. Got a steel pipe. And here, you can only get this on New Game Plus. I got a book, Lost Memories. The name comes from the legend of the people whose land was stolen from them. They called this place the place of silent spirits. By spirits, they meant not only their dead relatives, but also the spirits that they believed inhabited the trees, rocks, and water around them. According to legends, this was where the holiest ceremonies took place. But it was not the ancestors of those who now live in this town that first stole the land from these people. There were others who came before. In those days, this town went by another name, but that name is now hopelessly lost in the veil of time. All we know is that there was another name, and that for some reason the town was once abandoned by its residents. So this book explains Silent Hill a bit. How before, other people lived here, then they abandoned it for some reason. How it's inhabited by spirits. How holiest ceremonies took place here. Those spirits are influenced by people that live here. They manifest whatever you wish for, whatever your subconscious wants. We kinda see that in Silent Hill 1. I mean, not kinda, we do see it. Then we see it in this one. It's locked. And you can only find that book in New Game Plus. Not in the first playthrough. Silent Hill Historical Society. Now let's say you don't know where to go. Then you would probably go this way, right? So let's see what's there. Your ad. Quiet cocktails. Boat lunch. Unique camera angle. Showing us there's something important here. It's locked. Historical Society of Silent Hill. What if we go more? Giga computers. Baby and kids. Superstore. Fresh meats. Chopped off by Pyramid Head. Similar bridge to the one we see in Silent Hill 1. And here we find a body with a map. So if you don't know where to go, you will find this map that marks Pete's Bowl-O-Rama. And then James will mark that too. So let's go there. Heaven's Night. Lovely ladies. Vaccine clinic. Pete's Bowl-O-Rama. Texan Gas. Now we're gonna hear such an amazing music.
I'll wait here. I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to play, you know.
Hurry back, okay?
So what'd you do? Robbery? Murder?
Nah, nothing like that.
Huh! You're just a gutless fatso.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said the cops were after you.
No, I just ran because I was scared. I don't know what the cops are doing.
But if you did something bad, why don't you just say you were sorry? Well, I guess I run away a lot too.
It's no good. They wouldn't listen. Nobody will ever forgive me. find the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James. We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember. But...
Are you alone here, Eddie?
no.
Bye-bye.
Wait! Come back! Eddie, let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? But why?
Laura. Is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Forget you.
Love the music. Now I hear you wonder, where did he get the pizza? How did this pizza come here? Is it a town manifestation? If it is town manifestation, then James shouldn't see it. Laura shouldn't see it. Is the town playing tricks on all of us? Who knows? But the music is awesome. And the reason why Maria didn't go in is because who knows how would Eddie or Laura see her? Laura probably wouldn't even see her. But Eddie could see her as monster or something else. But for Laura, she doesn't exist. For Laura, she's completely invisible.
Did a little girl run out of here?
Yeah, she was too fast for me. Aren't you gonna go after her? She went through there.
Is there any other way?
Yeah, there is. Right through there.
It's no good. It's locked.
I love how he tries to take a peek when she takes out her key from the chest. So we were here as Maria before, in Born from a Wish. Just a regular stage. Nothing strange about it. Very lovely place. Normal table.
Over there!
I have to go after Laura. I can't just leave her all alone. Also, maybe she'll be able to tell me something about Mary. Brookhaven map. Now here, you hear breathing. You could say it represents Mary's breathing when she was in the hospital. And here we get an interesting note. Seems to be about the patients hospitalized here. Jack Davis. He attempted suicide 3 times in the past for reasons unknown. Although he is normally a model patient who follows doctor and nurse's orders, he must be watched closely due to his past pattern of sudden and violent suicide attempts. Joseph Barkin. His illness seems to be rooted in the fact that he believes he is guilty of causing his daughter's death. His symptoms suggest a psychotic break and paranoid delusions. Normally calm, but has tendency towards violence when excited. Joshua Lewis. History of hospitalization as well as numerous assaults, battery, and other violent offenses. He has a strong persecution complex and tendency to solve things through violence. Extreme caution necessary. So, we have 3 characters in the game: Angela, James, and Eddie. And these notes kinda resemble what Angela, James, and Eddie are going through. Has attempted suicide 3 times in the past, for reasons unknown. We do see Angela holding a knife, looking at it, thinking about it. While she is a model who follows doctor and nurse's orders, she must be closely watched due to past pattern of sudden and violent suicide attempts. Then we have Joseph. His symptoms suggest a psychotic break and paranoid delusions, which is exactly what's happening to James. He's normally calm, but has a tendency towards violence when excited, kinda like James. Then we have Joshua. Numerous assault, battery, and other violent offenses. He has a tendency to solve things through violence, which is something that Eddie does. Extreme caution necessary, and we will see more of that later. Nothing of interest. Different kind of memos are hanging up. There's nothing of particular. Something is written. The potential for this illness exists in all people, and under the right circumstances, any man or woman would be driven like him to the other side. The other side, perhaps, may not be the best way to phrase it. After all, there is no wall between here and there. It lies on the borders where reality and unreality intersect. It is a place both close and distant. Some say it isn't even an illness. I cannot agree with them. I'm a doctor, not a philosopher or even a psychiatrist. But sometimes I have to ask myself this question. Is it true that to us, his imaginings are nothing but the inventions of a busy mind, but to him, there simply is no other reality. Furthermore, he's happy there. So why, I ask myself, why in the name of healing him, must we drag him painfully into the world of our own reality? Something else is written by hand. I got the key from Joseph. It's probably the key to that box. Purple Bull Key. I'm not sure if you can see it. Take a look at this nurse's mouth. On her mouth, she has a red square. And later in the game, we will see 9 squares on the wall. And those 9 squares are kinda important because they represent James's monster manifestations, like all monsters that were manifested by James, by his mind. And you can see that this nurse literally has that red square on the face. Can't open. There's a shotgun. Got a shotgun. Now this is women's locker room. And the ladies here, you can see they had some nice man posters. Some guy called Jack. Then there was another handsome guy on the bike there. Then there are some magazines. There's a bag here. Nothing inside. Locker won't open. But there's a teddy bear that Laura likes.
Ow!
What's wrong?
I just pricked myself.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Got a bent needle. Now, men's locker room. You can see some nice ladies there. Some nice posters. Won't open. There's something inside the pocket of the white lab jacket. Examination room key. There's a magazine here. That won't do me any good right now. And there's a poster behind Maria. Let's go down to examination room. Nothing useful. These are medical records on the desk. Nothing interesting. There's a memo hanging on the fridge. Food only. Do not store drugs. The pin number this month is T. Last month it was X, and before that it was Z. But what are they going to do next month? That's all they can express with 4 numbers. So this is a puzzle? Anyway, does the door to the patient wing really need to have combination changed like this often? It's unlocked. So that's a clue for us to solve. Again, breathing. I love it. There's a typewriter here. I got no use for this. Wait a minute, what's this? There's a sheet of carbon paper still stuck in the typewriter. I can still read the imprint left on it. I know it's secret. I know it the secret. I'll give them something to deal with this demon shelter. Is of no use anymore. He's my instrument. He must follow my orders, yes. The box will be useless. Now I must not forget it. 3647. That's good. He is still lowest now. I too will be free, and he will serve me. I'm a genius. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. Can stop. Can stop. No, no. Got a lapis eye key. An eye is carved into the top of the key. The iris part is made of lapis lazuli. The way nurses kinda wiggle on the ground when they lie down kinda reminds you of somebody lying in the bed, being smothered by someone, trying to escape to wiggle out. It's locked. Love the industrial music. Going heavy there. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's locked. So, let's see. We have to enter a code, and we got that code through a riddle. The pin number this month is T. Last month it was X, and before that it was Z. What does that mean? Well, you have to write those letters through these buttons here. So before that it was Z. You can write Z by pressing 1, 3, 7, 9, right? The X is 1 and 9. And then how do you write X? From bottom to top or top to bottom? But this month, it's T, which is 1, 3, 2, 8. Something written on the wall. Luis, I'll take care of you forever. It's my destiny. Then we have a box with lots of locks and keypads, and we got a key, a code for one of them in a memo. It was 3647. We also got this one, purple ball key. Then we got this one. But we are missing one code.
James. Wait a minute. I'm kind of tired. It's just a hangover.
You should rest.
so comfy.
I'm gonna go look for her. For Laura. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Now here, Maria lying in the hospital bed is something that happened before to James. She looks like his wife. His wife was also lying on the hospital bed. I got the roof key. He's kinda forced to relive this.
James, I want to ask you something. What if you can't find Mary? What will you do?
I haven't thought about that.
I'll be okay soon. Did you find Laura?
One of the endings also takes into account if you leave and come back to check on Maria.
James, I want to ask you something. What if you can't find Mary? What will you do?
I haven't thought about that.
And we got the roof key. Let's go. Here on the roof, there's this fence. And here we're gonna figure out why they placed it. Reading this note also affects the end of the game, the ending. So you can avoid reading it. So let's see. There's something on the floor. Is this a diary? May 9th, rain. Stared out of the window all day. Peaceful here, nothing to do. Still not allowed to go outside. May 10th. Still raining. Talked with the doctor a little. Would they have saved me if I didn't have a family to feed? I know I'm pathetic, weak. Not everyone can be strong. May 11th. Rain again. The meds made me feel sick today. If I'm only better when I'm drugged, then who am I anyway? May 12th. Rain as usual. I don't want to cause any more trouble for anyone, but I'm bothered. But I may bother either way. Can it really be such a sin to run instead of fight? Some people may say so, but they don't have to live in my shoes. It may be selfish, but it's what I want. It's too hard like this. It's just too hard. May 13th. It's clear outside. The doctors told me I've been released, that I've got to go home. The diary ends here. There are no more entries. What was the diary doing here? So the person who wrote the diary came up here and jumped. They ended themselves. And that's why doctors placed this fence. Or maybe it wasn't like that. That's just my interpretation. But this knife, the way Angela looked at it, she was considering suicide. These pages here also talk about suicide. So if you inspect that, knife the pages, you will get in water ending, which is why the James came here originally. To drive into the lake with his wife in the back seat. If we try to leave, the door won't open. Something is holding it, closed from the other side. It won't open no matter how hard I try. So there's another door there. Unlocked. Broken. Broken. Something written on the wall. If Joseph looks calm, he can be taken out of his cell. Something written on the wall. That looks like 6989, right? Turn the numbers. Better not forget them. So I'll write them down here. The other one, my secret name. So that was 69, nice. 89. There's nothing inside the box. No, I'm wrong. There are a few hairs inside. Louise, I'll take care of you forever. It's my destiny. So some guy wanted to take care of Louise. That's why he kept the hair locked up. We haven't been to shower room. There's a cover over the elevator call button. It's locked and I can't open it. There's something stuck in the drainage pipe. The hole is too small. I can't get my hand inside to reach it. Maybe if I had a long, narrow tool of some kind. You can see some green liquid spilled on the floor. We kinda saw the similar green stuff in the apartments when James put his hand in the hole. Let's try hairs. I'll never be able to snare it like this. Let's try needle. It isn't long enough. What if we combine? Got an elevator key. And this key patient wing elevator is written on the tag. It was stuck in a bath pipe. And it has like a ear. As a keychain. Use the elevator key. And we didn't go on the first floor because it was locked. Again, breathing. Locked. Broken. Locked. Broken. Now we can go through it. Here we see lots of teddy bears. If you remember in a Born from a Wish scenario, Maria mentioned how Laura loves teddy bears because she had that memory from Mary.
Laura?
Huh? You know my name?
Eddie told me.
That big fat blabbermouth.
How do you know about Mary?
What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No, I won't.
I was friends with Mary. We met at the hospital. It was last year.
You liar! Laura,
Fine, don't believe me.
But last year, Mary was already... I'm sorry, Laura. Anyway, let's go. We can talk about this later. This is no place for a kid. There are all sorts of strange things around here. I can't believe you haven't even gotten a scratch on you.
Why should I? Wait! There's something I gotta get.
Later, okay?
But it's really important.
What is it?
A letter from Mary.
Huh?
I wanna go get it. Is that okay?
Yes, yes.
Come on, hurry up.
Is it in there?
Yeah, in the back.
What are you doing, Laura?
It's further back in the desk.
Laura! What are you doing?
Ha ha, I tricked you.
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya? What's the magic word?
Laura?
Okay, I guess it won't open it. I think I'll just leave you like this.
You snotty little brat! Open up!
Why, you
Laura?
Another enemy, representing Mary. We saw in Silent Hill 1 many figures being like in a frame. This is another monster in a frame, being like a trapped, locked inside something. And for this one, you can see the legs poking out from like a bag, body bag, or like whatever. And this one represents Mary being locked up. What does it mean? Well, she was sick. She was tied to a bed. She couldn't do anything, go anywhere. She was basically locked in a bed. She couldn't do anything. And this monster represents her and her state. And they are called flesh lips, because you could see their lips at the bottom, in between feet. And this is a first place where we can use blue gem that I got at the start of the game in the toilet. Again, this is a new game plus item. And you have to use it here first in order to use it later. If you miss this, you can't use it later again. So right after Flesh Lips battle, you have to use it. If you want to get something cool. Which I'll show when I get there. Locked. Love that ambience. We heard something similar in Alchemilla Hospital in Silent Hill 1. The nurses' bodies look kinda hot, but their faces are bloated. As if it were in a bag or something. It looks shiny like it's a bag. Another cool texture on the wall to get your attention. Dry cell battery. Basement storeroom key. Part of the wallpapers is torn. I can see something drawn on the wall beneath. Are those hands searching for something? Or are they just sign of pain? Interesting how James sees that. Like it's a pain or a search. Piece of paper on the bed. I was locked up inside the basement's basement. It was so small and dark and I was so afraid. I dropped my precious ring. But I will never ever go back there. One of the reasons why you can see them as looking hot and like when they die with their legs spread out, as if James's desires, sexual desires, when he visited his wife in the hospital, like his wife was sick while the nurses were hot, but I'm not sure if I would see it that way. He did have desires, I would say, but he would never cheat on Mary. There's something that looks like a refrigerator. Will you open it? It's no good. The door is too heavy to open by myself. And one of the reasons why their heads look like they're in a plastic bag is because their original design was for their head to be in like a condom. And when you kill them, it would like pop. Ampule? Piece of paper on the bed. Just some doodle. Huh? Something written on it. She is an angel. No one knows, only I can see the lady of the door. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread. They fall from the weight of their crimes. Like bloated and ugly corpses, their sins, she devours them. Sin and sinner, alike she saves me. She's an angel. The note was talking about this thing here. It's locked. There's a painting of a woman on the door. Oddly enough, the hand part of the painting is actually 3D and sticks out. This was Maria's room. She's now gone. Heartbeat, breathing. These are empty. Medicine bottles here. Isn't this what Maria was taking? Is Maria sick now too? So he's slowly remembering that Mary was sick. The town is slowly trying to get him to remember. Pressing the buttons, but elevator doesn't move. Pressing buttons, but elevator doesn't move. Broken? There are red handprints on the shelf. Move it.
James!
Mary? Oh, Maria. It's you. I thought you were... Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? You don't sound very happy to see me. I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours. I've never been so scared in my whole life. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
No, I
Then
just...
stay with me. Don't ever leave me alone. You're supposed to take care of me. So, what about Laura? Did you find her?
Yeah, but... she ran away.
We've got to find her.
You really seem to care about her. Do you know her?
I've never met her before. I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone. And for some reason, I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
So she never met Laura, and Laura will never see her because she's a town manifestation, but she cares about Laura deeply because that's what Mary did. And she has those memories, feelings, emotions. Let's see the precious ring. Found it in the basement of the hospital. It's engraved with a picture of a spider. Did you hear that? Amazing. Kinda sounded like an animal, like a rat or high-pitched baby. Or a small pig. I wouldn't say rat like in real life rat, but more like gamey sound of rat, you know?
Hi there, everybody! Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat. Here you either answer the questions correctly and win a great prize, or fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It all depends on you. And our lucky, or should I say unlucky challenger today is James. James Sunderland! Are you ready to play Trick or Treat? Okay, here's your first question. Merry-go-round, haunted house, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and teacup. Silent Hill is home to a thrilling amusement park that both children and adults love. The question is, what is the name of this amusement park? 1. Fantasyland. 2. Silent Hill Amusement Park. 3. Lakeside Amusement Park. Okay, quickly on to question number 2. Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood, and finally, bitter tears. What a terrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. Now the question. What was the name of the murderer who committed this vile act? 1. Walter Sullivan. 2. Scott Fairbanks. 3. Eric Gaines. Now for our third and final question. South of the lake is a deserted old neighborhood called South Vale. From there to Pale Vale, the central resort area northwest of the lake, there's only one road you can take. Just one road, no more. The third and final question is, what is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road. 2. Rindell Street. 3. Nathan Avenue. Well, that's the last of our questions. Have you got it all figured out? When you know the answers, head to the storeroom on the 3rd floor to collect your prizes. But be careful if you're wrong. Well then, everybody, thanks for tuning in. See you again sometime. Bye-bye.
What was that?
So, let's go answer those questions. Here we have to input our answers. So, question number 1. It is a lakeside amusement park, which is 3. Then, question number 2. It is Walter Sullivan, the killer. Question number 3. It is Nathan Avenue, connecting South Vale to Pale Vale. And I'll show you that soon and what it means. Because it's really cool. Will you open it?
You can't open it?
Yeah, Maria, give me a hand here.
Come on. You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help? What's this? Not very cute, is it? Here, James. You take it.
Thanks.
Lead ring. Ring from a refrigerator. It's engraved with a disgusting bloated face. Kinda like nurses. I put the copper ring on the hand. I put the lead ring. There's a note on the ground. The handwriting is hard to read. I took the director's key, the one from the museum. I hid it behind the praying woman when I went out for the day trip. I picked it up, but I did not steal it. I'm not a criminal. forcing James to go through that loss again. Pyramid Head being created by James's desire to be punished. Okay, do you see this map, guys? The bottom part of the map is South Vale, and it's part of the Silent Hill where Silent Hill 2 takes place. The upper part of the map, across the Toluca Lake, is a Paleville, and you can see Lakeside Amusement Park. And to the right, you can also see a couple of streets, right? The upper right part of the map. In that upper right part of the map is where we save Kaufman in Silent Hill 1. And the Lakeside Amusement Park is where we go as Harry. So both towns are separated by lake. From the first game and the second game, which is really cool. And you can see Nathan Avenue Road connecting them, which was a question that we had in the elevator. And it's really cool, really cool. There's also a small lake. You can see small island in the middle of Toluca Lake. On that small island, there's a church. And James goes into that church, to that church, if you go for the rebirth ending. If you collect all of the cult objects, the white chrism, the goblet, the books, Crimson Book, Lost Memories. He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into it himself. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench. I copied them onto my map. I got the hospital lobby key. Books about medicine. The town and the region are lined up here. I don't have time to stand around reading all of this. There's an old book here about history of Silent Hill. Maria's dead, couldn't protect her, and Laura has run off somewhere. Once again, couldn't do anything to help. Mary, what should I do? Are you really waiting somewhere for me? Or is this your way of taking revenge? I'm going to find Mary. It's the only thing that's important to me. If you go back, you still get the sad music. But if you go in and leave quickly, you can bug out the music. have the sad music outside. Now here, did you see that guy run off? We have new type of enemy. Mandarins. They have like lips on their hands. They only hang on this. And they have no way to get out. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. They do have hands mouths on their hands at the top. And there's also like a tongue coming out of those mouths trying to attack you. So we were here before. We found a note about Barneely's.